I would like to take the opportunity to ask Kathleen. So she is our coordinator for many, many years, and because of pandemic, she's a little bit difficult to join us, but recently she's really working hard to participate in our event. So Kathleen, would you say something, to share some positive message, energy to everybody? Thank you, Kathleen.
Yeah, thank you. That was wonderful singing, Leela. Thank you very much. And to all those people who sent me an email yesterday, I appreciate it. I think one of the most wonderful things about celebrating birthdays is if you have a lot of friends and family who contact you and make an effort and make you feel special and, bring in good energy for the upcoming year. So it was a lovely day. And so one of the things Philip did send out was ways to cope with stress and anxiety, because obviously all of us over the last 2 years have had to change, adjust our lifestyle, become frustrated at times, upset, couldn't do things the way we used to do them. So some of the things I was going to share, and we'll have other people share, is ways that they found help cope with the stressful situation. And having so many people together like this with common goal, wanting to uplift their energy, improve their health, is a wonderful positive addition to any of our lives. We need that positive thoughts and energy, and there's so much negativity in the world and bad news. It just can become overwhelming. So some of the things I did, obviously one of them was to attend, when I could, Philip's online Qigong classes 2 or 3 times a week. On Saturday mornings, you didn't see me there because that's the morning I would go visit my parents in a seniors residence. My parents are age 90 and 92. So I do a lot of work for them, and but I try to weekdays to join in when I can. And just on that note, on behalf of everyone who's here today and those who aren't, I wanted to thank Philip for offering his classes over the last, since forever, but online over the last 2 years. Whenever you feel you need a little energy boost, or you need, to settle your energy and just forget about everything else, Philip's classes have been there, 6 days a week. And that takes a lot of dedication, time, energy out of his life when he could be doing something else. But he has a passion and enthusiasm that he brings to the screen. And even when he's not feeling well or other things going on in his life, he tries to remind us to let them go and bring in positive energy. So I don't know where Philip went. I'm giving him these accolades and he just, oh, there he is. Okay, Philip. Anyway, not to belabor the point, but I do want to, on behalf of everybody, thank you very much for all your contribution to our lives. A big round of applause.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you all your support. Your support and make me move on to improve my health and also provide the opportunity to improve your mental and physical health. That's very important, especially from the pandemic restriction, right? So now, Kathleen, maybe you can check the
Well, I was just gonna mention some of the other things. I do online exercise classes. Socializing is really important to me. And in 2021, I was so fortunate. 3 people I'd lost contact with came back into my life, and so I'm in touch with them. And my family does a Zoom call every 4 to 6 weeks to stay in touch because they're in different locations. And I watched online health and wellness webinars and done my best to stay positive and go for regular massages and acupuncture. And for 2022, until I'm just going to continue on. The pattern seems to work. So I feel very fortunate that there's a lot more people facing a lot more worse circumstances to have to deal with. And I must say I'm retired, financially comfortable. So thank you for being in a position where I can don't have a lot of added stresses. So just on that note, thank you. Just on that note, one of our participants, Joe, he, as Philip mentioned, is an acupuncturist. There he is. And perhaps you could tell us what you've done for yourself and your clients to help them stay healthy and deal with stress and anxiety.
Well, I started my practice a couple months ago here in Ottawa. And what I do with Qigong, because acupuncture works in meridians. We have the meridians where we have the flow of Qi in our body. And what I do with acupuncture, I just regulate the flow of Qi. So with Qigong, it adds some more power to this manipulation, you know, because I can guide Qi through the meridians. So I use my needles just to give a start, and with Qigong, I can move Qi in the body. So it helps a lot with the practice of Qigong, and I always recommend to people to practice it, and it helps a lot with the stress and the anxiety. The people are more excited, so because it helps, and I always recommend Qigong and meditation and this kind of practice to my patients too. Yeah, and it's good, it works.
And what about you in your day-to-day life? Are there things that you're doing other than Qigong that help you cope with stress?
I think I'm stress-free naturally. No, I'm not. But yeah, but basically Qigong is the foundation of my center. You know, I try to practice every single day, but when I'm not practicing in the morning is because I'm having a client or something like that. But it's important to be consistent. You know, every day is good to be there, because so then you empower, you cultivate your Qi, and it's important to keep it regular. That's why I do my best to be there every single day. So then I have the moment when I settle down and relax and breathe and invigorate my body to go to the day. Yeah, that's what I do.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. And Selena, you do yoga, which adds to your relaxation and releasing stress. Could you tell us how you and your clients have been doing in the last while with your online class?
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so I have my online classes, but what's helped me even more is I decided to commit to having micro habits. So to do yoga just 5 minutes every day, because my classes, I'll have like, 2 or 3 a week, and it's an hour and 15, which is great. But what's even better, I think we all know, is doing things consistently. So I committed to doing just 5 minutes a day for myself. And that's been really, really wonderful. And it makes such a difference, as we know, just taking some time to move your body and to connect with your breath. So micro habits have been really helping me. Another one is I go for a 15-minute walk every day. So no matter what, even when it's freezing, my mom and my sister come with me. So it's a nice way to spend time with the family as well. And meditating again, because for me, I'm working more on consistency, because I used to be really good at doing it, an hour one day, and then not at all for a long time. So I do at least 5 minutes every day, usually before bed. And I'm also writing in my journal every day just for 5 minutes. So yeah, I've been working a lot with micro habits, and it's really helping me, and it's helping me not feel guilty, because before I would feel guilty because I know all the things I'm supposed to be doing, but I'd feel guilty if I didn't do yoga for an hour, if I didn't do Qigong for X amount of time, and so on. So yeah, I've been using micro habits, and they've really been helping me a lot.
That's a wonderful idea. Just those few minutes that are for you, and that you're focusing on bringing in positive energy and rejuvenating. Thank you for sharing that with us.